You want to go around the right or left side?
I don't know on the left. We'll take us one.
I gotta make sure everybody on the camera.
I don't know.
Let's go to the right. There's less people there. Maybe. We'll have to see.
gotta wait there.
out? No, I know it's marked out the girl.
Moving in.
Something's over there.
Hey guys, if y'all can't circle around over here, he's trying to get everybody over here so he can talk to you.
Can't see anywhere. Of course. Red OBS Chevrolet that he's stuck inside the road for a couple weeks. There's that. Right there at the railroad. Yes. Yeah, Berlin came and yeah, so I was trying to back up before. That's a horrible spot. Yes. Natural instinct.
Markel out of there, like over there. You know, these are the only 2 ambulances we have in the county.
Sure.
Yeah.
Washington?
Yeah.
Why don't they have more?
No one wants to do no one wants to be an ambulance driver, you know?
So if there's more than one person, what do they do then?
We get Murray County sends us ambulances. They like you know, their ambulance drivers come down here if they need to. Same with their fire department sometimes. There's someone else. Markel was in that other ambulance up there, I think.
That's not part of the deal.
Nah, that ain't part of it. I guess it's a good thing these guys were here. An actual accident happened. don't think this is a part of the drill. You know, the car wreck was up here. Why would there be someone down there?
Maybe to like, I don't know, make us think there's an actual one.
Wait, everybody's rotating. No, everybody rotate. No. Something's actually going on.
Calvin.
Huh?
Calvin.
You know Calvin?
No, I don't know.
The guy that goes to church. He's like,
Oh, that's him? Oh, yeah, he has this thing where I think he has like low blood sugar or whatever. He like passes out sometimes.
how do you know that?
He talked about it in Mr. Beatty's class.
I think that's like an actual medical emergency.
Yeah, it is. See, here comes the nurse. Anyways.
Are we not supposed to talk?
Huh?
Are we not supposed to talk?
Yes.
Good thing they were here though.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Billy Joel. Name 5 Billy Joels. Piano man, still watching on me. It's me, girl. That's 4. Always a woman. No, that's 5. Test. Name 10 Marshall County songs.
Marshall County High School doesn't have that. Okay. Hold on. The 182 blinkers. All right. Let's see here. They did Fight for Your Right, and they did what's it called? All the Small Things. That's it.
That's only 2. That's for 10.
The Marshall County Band. They did Counterbalance. They did Into the Storm. How many did you ask for?
10.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is a song.
Yes.
Star Wars is a song.
It's the main song. It's like the main song from Star Wars, A New Hope. It is 10 o'clock. Feels good in here. Man. Sucks that we had a bad angle though. We couldn't see much.
I'm trying to get a good angle there, like. Yours is like melted.
It's just collapsed a little bit. Needs to be re-rolled.
I stepped on mine.
Uh-oh. It can be rolled out again.
Well, I think mine might be too dry. Yeah, I think mine's like elastic.
Well, it's supposed to be elastic so it can bounce.
Yeah, but how can you roll it back into a ball once it, you know?
It takes it a full day to harden completely. See, I got mine back in. Here, want me to roll it?
You can try. You're gonna break it probably though, because it's like. I just want to feel yours.
Yeah, I think yours is too dry.
Are you still recording?
It appears that I am, yes. Might as well keep it going for the guy when he comes and gives his speech.
Yeah, want to pause it?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Someone survived in that crash. Where's the stings?
So, I told you guys when we come back, I was going to show you what the hardest part about being a Tennessee State Trooper and emergency personnel. I was going to show you and tell you the hardest part. Our academy is 6 months long. When I went through, it was 6 months long. It was Marine Corps boot camp. They yelled, they screamed. We did push-ups, we did sit-ups, we did flutter kicks, we did burpees, we did all of it. They taught us how to work reps. They taught us how to work. They taught us how to take care of civil unrest, to stand there when somebody is yelling at you, cursing you. They taught us that we stand there and keep your bearing. But they did not teach us how to prepare for the thing that I'm fixing to show you next. There is no way that they can prepare you for when we knock on your mom and your dad's door and we tell them you're not coming home. They cannot prepare us for that. The hurt that's in your parents' eyes when we knock on that door and we say, "Are you such and such?" Yes. I'm sorry to tell you they've been killed in an automobile accident. In a matter of 10 seconds, we have changed your family's life forever. 10 seconds. Forever. And most of the time when we do that, it's because someone is being negligent. It's because someone is on their cell phone, someone is drinking and driving, and someone is just not paying attention. One 2-second decision can cost you your life and your family's love for you. They will still love you, but they can't hold you on your birthday. They can't call you and say happy birthday. They can't say Merry Christmas. They can't say Happy 4th of July. They can't do that. This is what it sounds like. When we knock, this is a mom. I want you to listen to this. We had a female to die. We'd knock on the door and I'd say, "Hey, are you, what's her name? Marbella. Are you Marbella's mother?" "Well, here I am." "I'm sorry, you should be killed in an automobile accident in front of Moultrie County High School."
"My daughter, you telling me my daughter's dead?" "Oh, no. This can't be real. No. She was just here. Go. Oh, God, you gotta take me to her. Oh, dear God, no, not my baby. Oh, baby. Oh, Jesus, no."
Tell me that's easy. How would your mom? How would your mom react to it? We're talking about madness. We talk about dying. Let's talk about living. Living is simple. If you do these things, your success rate of living is so much greater. So much greater. And if you want me to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you everything we look for you guys to write you a ticket. So I'm going to give you all of our tricks. So when we work a crash, it's based on several different things. Time of day. What day of the week is it? What was the weather like? They take a lot of data on crashes. So when we compile those to see what's causing the crashes, this is what's causing the crashes in the state of Tennessee. Not just Marshall County. This is from Memphis to Fall Branch. That's a big area. It's 95 counties. So here is what's causing crashes. Not just in you guys, it's in everybody. What would you think? Number one, what do you think it is? Distracted driving. Very good. And it's not only texting. There's a lot of things that contributes to distracted driving. If you have a bad day at school and you're driving and you're thinking about your bad day, is that a distraction? Yes. Certainly it is. We all do that because we're human. Distracted driving. What's the second thing?
Alcohol.
DUI, impaired driving. You know what? Those two are pretty close. It used to be impaired driving was number one. Well, now we think it's distracted driving because 9 out of 10 cars that you meet, they'll be on the cell phone. Would y'all agree with that? Mm-hmm. So it's so much easier, and it's hard. I'm not saying you can't do it, and let's be real. I have sat in the same seat that you're standing in. I know what it's like to be a kid. For me to stand here and think that you guys don't party, drink, and do that, I would be fooling myself, and I would be insulting you. So here's the thing. It's easier for you guys to get a cell phone than it is to move. I'm not saying you can't get it. Where there's a will, there's a way. All right? What's the third thing? What would you think? Speed. Hazardous movement. So you have distracted driving, impaired driving, hazardous moving vehicle, which would include road rage, not paying attention when you're in an intersection, running a stop sign, things of that nature. And last, I like to put this last, not that it's not important, but I think that if you do the three things, this is more important than any of it. What do you think the last thing is causing people to get killed or hurt in vehicles in Tennessee? Seatbelts. Not wearing your seatbelt. If you wear your seatbelt, you have a greater success of surviving the crash. Now, are you going to survive every crash? Nope. But the chances of you surviving is far greater. Far greater. I just told you guys what we look for. I just give you all of our hints. I promise you, if you don't do those four things, your chances of surviving is great. But now here's the problem that you have that I want you to think about. If you're driving down the road minding your business, is this car you're meeting? Are they distracted driving? Are they drunk? Is this car that's fixing to pull out of the intersection that you're fixing to go through? Are they going to stop? So you go from an offensive driver to a defensive driver. You have to pay attention. That's why distractions is huge. That's why you have to stay focused when you leave. For my closing remarks, Sergeant Ellis is going to say a few things, but this is for my closing remarks. I want you to give yourself a hand. I don't do it. Let me tell you why I wanted you to give yourself a hand. You guys pay attention out there. And let me say this. This is big with me. I'm a little bit old school. Well, we're walking up the road there, and a teacher asked a couple of you guys something, and y'all, yes, ma'am, that's huge. That speaks volume for this school. That means you're doing something right. Yeah, the teachers can teach you that, but you have to do it. You know what's right and wrong. For you seniors, I want to congratulate you on where you're at right now. You're about to close this chapter of your life. I want to thank you for the hard work that you did, because it's tough being a kid. You guys are faced with far more than what I was faced with when I was a kid. You juniors, don't be status quo. Y'all know what that means, right? Always look to get better. Always look to set the tone. If you do that, you're going to make it hard on your underclassmen to ruin the reputation of this school. Thank you for having us. I hope that something that you saw or something that was said, I hope it touched your heart a little bit. And finally, this is the last thing that I'm going to say. Who did that? Who yawned out loud? Who did it? I know it come from right there. So you just throw all the respect stuff out the window just because of one immature person. Terrible. I ask you guys, when you're faced with making a decision, I ask you to make the right decision. Is it going to be easy? No. Your pressure sucks. And you're faced with it. Make the right decision. You can never go wrong with making the right decision. Thank you guys, and I really appreciate you having us.
Where's my arrestee? Who got arrested? Come on up here. What was you doing?
Texting.
All right, guys. Texting and driving. A person got killed in this crash. She admitted fault for texting and driving. She will be charged with vehicular homicide because you took somebody's life being negligent while driving. You can either be charged with vehicular homicide on your negligence. You can be a cheeseburger going down the road not paying attention to hit somebody and kill them. And you can be charged with that. The penalty for that is 13 years in prison. It could be half higher, but they passed this last year. It used to be when you was a first-time person that would get arrested, you could serve your sentence at like 30%. So you would be out in a couple of years. They passed, and I think Mothers Against Drunk Driving was part of this, but now if you're charged with vehicular homicide, you will do 100% of your time. So if you get charged with vehicular homicide, you're gonna be in prison for 13 years. Most of y'all are 18 something years old. If you're doing that, that is the most crucial part of your life. And then you're gonna be a convicted felon. Convicted felons can't hunt anymore, they can't own a gun. They probably won't get certain jobs. I know if you're charged with that, you can't be a nurse, you can't be a police officer, you can't be anything kind of in government work. So you need to think about that. Just one day of being distracted can cost your whole life, even though you took a life. And I promise you 13 years is not long enough if you ask me. Because what did you take away from that family by not paying attention? So please pay attention when you're driving, okay? I know Sergeant Hannah talked about the notification stuff, and this is near and dear to my heart. When I lost my brother, I was the one to tell my parents that he wasn't coming home. So if you want to talk about a smack in the face and know what parents feel like when that happens, my parents changed forever. They were not the same people. So the big thing is here, if you're driving a car, what is that? It's a deadly weapon, correct? If you hit somebody in a deadly weapon, they're not coming back from it. So let that sink in. Don't drink and drive. Wear your seatbelt. In this crash walk up, who was laid on the hood? Who was on the hood? Did you have your seatbelt on? Probably still be alive today in a crash like that. We work a ton of crashes just like that. And if she'd have had a seatbelt on, she'd still be alive today. things is, do we have everybody in here sharp hand? Can we get a huge round of applause for everybody? And I'll say again, thank y'all for paying attention. This is probably one of the best schools that we've had that's actually paid attention, watched, and wanted to watch. I've seen people moving around where they can see and stuff, and that's huge. I hope this impacts y'all's lives. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Steve, from here.
As we saw outside, 2 cars were spotted outside of Spotlight. They contained respectable MCHS students Addison Thompson, Markel Harris, Brinley Walls, and Marbella Rivera, as well as Rain. Both vehicles were skipping first block. Sadly, when driver Markel Harris was turning into the school parking lot, the other driver, Addison Thompson, was distracted on her phone and sped into Markel's car. As we saw, Addison Thompson got arrested for T-boning the car ahead of her. Luckily, she only had minor injuries, but due to her distracted driving, she was arrested and received vehicular homicide charges. In the same car as Addison, Brinley Walls was found hanging out the passenger seat. As Addison T-boned Markel's car, Brinley was flung into the passenger window. The injuries indicated that she was not wearing her seatbelt. Brinley had gotten severe head injuries and was transported into an ambulance to receive treatment from Murray Regional. As for Markel Harris, he had a seatbelt on, but the intense impact caused his body to abruptly hit the steering wheel. Medical assistants revealed that he had only minor injuries, but is still going to go to further treatment with Murray Regional. As for Reagan Harris, she got picked up by medical pilots from the wreck. She was found on the hood of Addison's car because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. The intense impact resulted in her flying through the windshield. Unfortunately, the impact was significant. She remained quite unresponsive and was rushed to Vanderbilt Hospital through emergency helicopter. Now, as for Marbella Rivera, she was the only catastrophic death that we had. When Addison made a sudden stop, Marbella, sitting in the back of Markel's car, she was hit directly by Addison. The extreme impact of her body and the door caused an immediate concussion. The amount of damage done to her skull and brain was irrevocable. Medical professionals reported her death on April 4th, 2025. Marbella was the daughter of Josephine Ramon and Mara Rivera, born on April 18, 2007. Marbella's legacy radiates through the halls. Name anything and she has accomplished just that. Her constant efforts and everything she does never went unnoticed. She's going to graduate being in the top 10 of the 2025 senior class and go to University of Huntsville to major in aerospace engineering. Marbella was involved in many organizations as well and had many achievements. She was a member of FBLA, Page Turners, History Club, and T4. She was going to graduate with ACT honors and many AP credits. Not only that, she went through the prestigious Vanderbilt biology program. Marbella was an inspiration for many. Her friends described her as a prime example of what striving to be the best version of herself looks like. MCHS will deeply miss Marbella as we all mourn her sudden death. Let's please give all thoughts and prayers to the families and friends who have been heavily impacted by this unfortunate car crash. Okay, first